promise that I'm better than this. Uh-oh. Last game I played, I actually got a really good score, and now I'm just not getting nothing. There we go. Come on. I don't have any bonuses, nothing. If I can get right in that bonus alley right there, these two will light up. But of course, now that I want to show it off on camera, it's just not happening. I just got the double and triple bonus and immediately lose the ball. So most of, as you can hear, the sound is working. There's a couple of lights up here. There's one here that's not working. When you go through this alley, these light up, so that's good. This lights up when you're playing, and when you hit the target, it goes out. These two here, I got a target here and a target here, they're not lighting up. And then there's the same player plays again light down here, that's not lighting up. So I got about 4 bulbs that I need to replace. Other than that, the machine's 100% now, which, considering the condition that it was in last night when I brought it home, the whole top board was completely separated from the machine. So I had to re-nail and then reinforce with screws that all down into place. There's a couple of chips on the wood and whatnot. I actually saved those pieces. Now that I think about it, I don't know where they put them. I think I put them up there. But I saved the original pieces of wood so I can put them back in. So those are going back in, and hopefully dress it up a little more, and it still needs a little more cleaning. But for the most part, it's, as you can see, it's not a super fancy. There you go. Here we go. Bam. Bonus. And of course, I lose the ball right away. It's not. I think that was my ball got saved. This was this is an interesting machine. This is not a what you would see in the arcades. This is a smaller size, what you would call a cabaret size. This was actually meant for home, but it's not like one of those toy pinball machines that you would get somewhere. This is actually a professionally built pinball machine. It was built by Brunswick. You can see the Brunswick logo down there. So yeah, this is a genuine, a true Brunswick pinball machine with all the proper flippers and bumpers, and everything on here is like what real pinball machines would have at the arcade. The only difference is it's just a little smaller because it was meant to be made for home, and there's no coin op. There's just a start button. So if I've done my research correctly, these were distributed or sold by Sears. This particular machine was sold in 1978. So it's a pretty interesting machine to get. I still want to get a straight up full size, arcade size pinball machine in here at some point, but for my first pinball machine, this is not a bad find. You can hear all the beats and boops going on now, so that's a good demo right there for you. I almost saved it. So, a little better of a play on that one, but that was my last ball, unfortunately. So, you get a game over light right here. The light works just fine. It's the actual writing on the board that's barely visible, but it's there. You can play up to 4 players. You get 5 balls per game. Yeah, cool. Cool find I got here. You know, because this was kind of like a home machine rather than an arcade machine or a business bar machine or anything like that. It doesn't really like play music like, you know, a Fiend machine in an arcade would, and it doesn't have voices or sound bites or anything like that. It just has your typical beeps and boops that you would expect a machine from 1978 to have. So it plays a couple of melodies in, you know, beep and boop style, but it does play a couple of melodies. A pretty fun one is if you lose the ball right immediately after start playing, it gives you the free ball. It plays kind of like that little death march. You can hear a couple of melodies that it plays. They're just kind of beeping and booping. Right down the middle. Right back down the chute. It's not the most exciting pinball machine that you could play, but it's a cool little novelty. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really liking it. I need to replace this button. The whole neck of this button just cracked and it was dry rotted. It just cracked last night while we were cleaning it. That's an easy fix. It's the same kind of buttons that the arcade machines use, so that's an easy replace. But yeah, it's a cool novelty, and you know, for a 1978 machine, you know, back then they didn't have a whole lot of ramps and, you know, gameplay like they have now. So it's a cool novelty. It's a really interesting machine, and I'm really glad I got it. And now in the middle, I go one more ball, then we can probably just call this done. I'm absolutely sucking. I think it's has to do with the camera being on. Look at that. All right. Hear it one more time. Oh, that was a free ball. Okay, double bonus, triple bonus, and I lose the ball right away. There it is, game over. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. And yeah, if you're in the area, you want to come down and play in the Bertcade, you know, you guys are welcome. Come play at the Bertcade. See you guys.